Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? All right, everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning a Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in a Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into fucking nightmares. You guys with me on that?
Mosh pit.
You gotta end somebody's dream. You gotta take their job. You gotta take their heart. Are you guys clear about this NFL shit now? We're not trying to go to the Peach Bowl. We're not trying to go to the Gator Bowl or the Bluebonnet Bowl. We're trying to go to the Super Bowl.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Just win, baby. I love it. You know, I sit in my office and I just shake. I get so excited.
Raider Nation, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well, man, and I hope you're all excited to go to Arrowhead this week and absolutely slap these Chiefs, baby. Let's get it. Before we jump into the news, if you guys haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that so you don't miss any videos that I post. And let's jump right into the news. Derek Carr moves past Kenny Stabler as the Raiders' all-time leading passer in touchdowns. Hey, congratulations, Derek. Look, all the controversy around Derek Carr, look, I get it. You know, we've had a struggling franchise for a long time. It's hard to see what we have in a quarterback. I understand that, but I'm so appreciative for Derek Carr because since Rich Gannon, man, it's been almost 20 years. He's the best we've had by a long shot. So I'm happy for you, Derek Carr. Keep doing your thing, man. All right, let's talk about the defensive side of the ball for a bit. We know we've been struggling, and you know, nobody's really playing up to par, with the exception of Trayvon Mullen and Maurice Hurst, and I'll say Max Crosby too. He's got a few sacks and he's making plays out there. And Abrams been a little inconsistent for me, but he's flying around and he's making plays too. So I'm not going to leave him out of the conversation. He had one really bad game against the Patriots, playing hurt, and you know, he's gotten hurt in a couple of games, had to come off the field and go back. So I know he's doing his best. He's flying around, so I got to appreciate that too. But one of our biggest problems is that D-line is just not getting it done. Clelin Ferrell's one of those guys. 4th overall pick last year, and expecting him to do a lot of things. And I know Raider Nation's waiting for him to shine. You know, we talked about it in the offseason. He put on a bunch of muscle, looks huge, looks cut, looks ready to go. But dude, he's just getting pushed around when I see him out there. He's not really getting any pressure. He's, you know, not getting off blocks in the run game and just getting manhandled, kind of, especially last game, man. Like, he couldn't do anything, and he saw a season low in snap count last game. So it looks like the Raiders are going to be going in a different direction, at least for the next couple games or so. See what else they got. Carl Nassib maybe getting more snaps. Arden Key maybe. We'll see what happens. But it's clear that Clelin Ferrell is struggling. He started out playing 78% of the snaps. And against the Saints, he had 0 combined tackles on 38 snaps. And this last week against the Bills, he had 1 tackle. So he's not doing much at all. He only played 57% of the snaps against Buffalo. And we got some guys with sacks on this team, but it's not Clelin Ferrell. Max Crosby has 3, and Mo Hurst and Carl Nassib have a sack. They shared 1, so I guess they have half a sack. But Hurst and Nassib are leading the D-line in tackles this year. So, you know, I think it's time for those guys to get more playing time. Obviously, we saw Malik Collins go down with an injury in this game against Buffalo, so Mo Hurst got to play a little bit more, but Malik Collins is another guy that's not performing. Another guy that we brought in to help this defense. And, you know, those guys are really letting us down. We made a lot of moves this offseason on the defensive side to improve that defense, and it seems we've taken a step back. And, you know, we're all wondering, how is that possible? Well, it's because of the guys like Corey Littleton and Malik Collins and Nick Kwiatkowski. They're not performing. Nick Kwiatkowski got hurt, and Malik Collins has just been bad. And, you know, we talked about Corey Littleton in my last video, that he was the Raiders' worst ranked defender through 3 weeks. And now we have news that Malik Collins is the third lowest graded tackle by PFF. So, these guys have got to get better for our defense to get better. Otherwise, we're going to be bottom of the barrel defense all year, and that means we're giving up 30 points. And that means, look, Derek Carr is a good quarterback. He's not going to win a 30-point shootout every single week, no matter how good our offense is, no matter how healthy we are. That's just way too much to ask of a quarterback. So, and it comes down to it, Super Bowl teams don't have, defenses that are ranked below 20th, You don't win with a 20 to 30 ranked defense. It just doesn't happen. So for people to be putting the blame on Derek Carr or on John Gruden for play calling or, whatever it is, even injuries, man, I don't want to hear excuses because our offense put up 23 last week and we were banged up. So, we're able to get it done. Our offense is able to score some points. But I'm telling you, the struggles that we're going to have this year is defense related. This defense cannot keep struggling, cannot give up 30 points a game and expect us to win more than 8 games. That's just way too much to ask of an offense to go out there and score 30 plus a game. It's hard to do. I don't have the stats on it, but I don't know how many teams do that every year. So I just looked it up. Last year, Baltimore averaged 31.9, Kansas City averaged 29.9, San Francisco 29.6, and so on and so forth. So only one team last year was able to put up more than 30 points a game. And Kansas City's offense was only, 0.1 off, but still, if you put it into stats or whatever, 30 points a game is going to beat 29.9 points a game. So my point is, even the really, really good teams with great offenses, they're not going to win when their defense is giving up 30-plus points a game. And usually one of the reasons a team can put up a lot of points is because they have a defense that gets them the ball back or creates turnovers or gives them good field position. We don't have any of that. So defense, bottom line, has to be sorted out, and then we can, take the necessary steps after that. But I truly believe this is defense related. Our offense is able to put up points. We're able to move the ball. We got to cut out stupid mistakes, fumbles, offensive penalties, the take back touchdowns. Foster Moreau, I'm talking to you. We clean those things up, and this team is right back in it, man. We could be 3-1, 4-0 if we cut those mistakes out and we get a little help from the defense. Just a little help. That's all I'm asking for. So I think we all need to pump the brakes on, bashing on Gruden or Carr or the offense because they're not the issue. We got to get on the defense. We got to get on Paul Gunther. We got to, I don't know what we got to do. It'd be nice if we could go to the stadium and back our boys, but we can't do that. So we're in a wait and see situation right now. But yeah, you got to expect that defense to get better. Okay, so we got a little off topic there. Bottom line about the Malik Collins thing is, like I said, he's ranked third to last in the NFL for D tackles. He's got a 37.2 PFF grade. So, look, is it time for Maurice Hurst to start over him? I think so. He's played less snaps than Collins, but he has more sacks, more pressures, and more quarterback hits than him. And he's the 4th highest rated interior defender in the NFL right now, according to PFF. So, based off of what they say and what I've seen, I think it is time for Maurice Hurst to start. Obviously, Collins went out with the injury, so we would have expected to see Mo Hurst. But unfortunately, after dealing with the injury bug, the Raiders get the COVID bug. So Mo Hurst is on the COVID list. And, this is pretty bad news for us in a time when we just lost one D tackle to injury. And now we've got another one on the COVID list. And I saw a report today that another player was on the COVID list, but they haven't named it yet. So, look, we're starting to see COVID really pop up in the NFL. We've got teams that are rescheduling, teams that are missing games, having to go to bye weeks and such. And, the Patriots were one of those teams, and the Chiefs just played the Patriots, and the Patriots are having more guys test positive. So, it's possible that somebody tests positive for the Chiefs. We have a couple guys, and we don't even play this week. So we're really starting to see the full effect of this thing now. The NFL has done such a great job of containing this thing, but as we've seen in other sports, once one team gets it, another team gets it, and it's just a snowball effect. So, we might see a really funky season. We thought it was going to go pretty smooth, but, the Steelers and the Titans had to take a bye week. Patriots game got moved to Monday night. So who knows what's going to happen. We got a lot of questions up in the air with COVID now, and that's just another thing we got to look out for. So we talked about the defense struggling. John Gruden was asked about it. He said he thinks that Paul Guenther's a very good coach and that these mistakes on defense are very correctable. I talked about it with a lot of you guys in the comments on my last video, but here's my take on it. Paul Guenther's defensive scheme is built for a good defense. And when I say good defense, I mean good sticky corners and a really dominant defensive line. And I think this defensive scheme can destroy teams, and it can be very effective. You know, lots of pressure, stunts, man-to-man coverage, but the pressure has to get there. Otherwise, this defense is toasted. And so for our team, we're not getting pressure. Our corners aren't elite yet. You know, the middle of the field is wide open a lot, leaving these young guys to be in one-on-one coverage with a lot of room to work. And I just don't think that this scheme is the best thing for this defense the way it is right now. I mean, you look at when Paul Guenther had success, he had that good Bengals defense. And since then, he hasn't had much success. I do think that we should be playing a little bit more conservative with the team that we have, but, you know, it's just my thoughts. Bottom line, PG is John Gruden's guy, and he's going to be around for a little bit longer at least. Gruden said that Guenther's not the problem, so cross your fingers that Guenther can figure something out with this defense that he's got, and we'll see what happens going forward. But, you know, one of the big bright spots on this defense has been Trayvon Mullen. He's continuing to solidify himself as a pretty good corner in this league in his second year. So if there's anything that we have to look forward to, it's that Trayvon Mullen could be the guy for us that we've been waiting for at corner. Through 4 weeks, he has the 4th lowest allowed yards per snap, so that's huge, and I'm excited for Trayvon Mullen, man. Let's take a look at our injury report from Wednesday. We know Damon Arnett is on the IR, so he's going to miss 6+ weeks. But we got good news. Henry Ruggs is back at practice, and so is Trent Brown. I don't know the capacity that either of them are practicing at. They were limited in practice when they came back on Wednesday. Today's Thursday when I'm making the video, so we'll get some more news today and on Friday. But that's good news. I mean, Trent Brown is practicing, so baby steps for the big guy. Brian Edwards and Malik Collins did not practice, so we'll see what happens with them going forward. But, hey, it looks like we're going to have to battle the injury bug all year. The COVID bug is hitting us too, so, you know, it's going to be a grind of a season, not just for the Raiders, but for all the other teams. Like, I mean, we've seen the injuries this year. It's been crazy. I do think that, you know, limited training camps, no padded practices with other teams, no preseason, all that plays into this. Guys are going out there, they're getting hurt, and guys are getting sick now. So there's a lot of things that the NFL as a whole is battling. So, you know, we as fans, we just got to hold on and hope for the best at this point. But I think that'll do it for me. I'm going to try to get a Chiefs pregame show out tonight or tomorrow. I got to sit down and think about it because, like, you know, it's the Chiefs, man. We kind of know what we're getting into. I don't know what I can add or, you know, what I could put into that video that's going to tell any of you guys anything that you don't already know. So, I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at that and see if there's anything that comes to mind. If so, I'll put out a video tonight or tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys on the post-game show after Sunday. So, peace out, Raider Nation. Much love. Till next time.